Hey guys, Nicole here with another Nicole Does Stuff. Today I just wanted to share one of my recent purchases with you, which is the Creative Options Stow and Go Shoulder Tote. And what this is a crafting supply organization bag. It comes with 4 different trays in there, and I do a lot of crafting. Lately I've been doing these feather hair fascinators, and I use a lot of feathers and beads while making them, so I wanted something to organize that stuff in. The first thing I'm going to do is zoom out and do a full body shot so you can see how big it is and kind of get a good perspective of that. Okay, so I'm going to take the tag off, and the strap is adjustable, so I'm going to do it all the way out. So with the strap all the way out, I'm 5'6". It comes to about my hip on me, which is comfortable. I generally like to crossbody my bags because they're always slipping off my shoulders. This is a little tight for me to do that, but part of that might be the chest. So if you're a little slimmer figure, it'd probably fit you a little better. But this is fine. So yeah, it comes to about there. Okay, so you've got your zippered closure, and it's dual zipper, and then they just zip tied it shut. So you can bring it all the way open, like that. Okay, you get rid of the silica packets. One of the things I really liked about this model that sold it to me versus other companies' storage options were the trays. The trays have these locks on them, which I find to be very important, because if you just get the ones that snap straight down and they're like kind of click, those really have popped open quite often for me. So having these extra really tight locks was important to me. The other thing that really sold it for me was that it had adjustable dividers. And this is interesting because there weren't any pictures of what the insides of these looked like on the product description. I thought it was going to be dividers all the way across, but quite pleasantly, there's a nice big open tray on this side, and you have some longer dividers, so that's kind of nice for putting your bigger objects in, like maybe your jewelry pliers or whatnot. And then you have the smaller trays over here. I thought the entire tray was going to be made up of smaller trays, so like I said, I'm very happy to find out that's not the case, and I do have a bigger area to work with. So I'm going to cut out some of these dividers and get them in there and see how it fits my supplies. One of the things I'm noticing as I put this together is, for the most part, these little slides fit in really well, the little dividers. However, some of the rows seem like they've warped, because I put this one in, for example, and you can see how much of a gap there is right there. It's not really stable. It's kind of coming out of the channel a bit. You can sort of force it on there and pop it on, but unless you have one over in the next row, you might have to worry about that popping out. So just something to be aware of when you're setting your trays up. Like if you plan on having this row totally open, you might have to worry about this next row, the divider coming out and your objects spilling into each other. So I'm setting mine up essentially with 9 in a grid, and then this little funny one gets to be all by itself. And then I've got a bigger one here. And then I'll probably end up leaving this entirely open, but I just wanted to show you, I think it's really nice that they've got these little guides in the center so that it has a little more strength with the divider because it's running across such a long area. I've been putting my stuff in here. I've got lots of extra room because I'm still building my bead collection, but you can see I opted to have a double wide there for some pin backs, and then I separated other smaller things. And then in the big space here, I've got some of my tiny little beading pliers and nips. And then I can leave things in the packaging and they still fit in there as well. So I've got that like that, and then down there that bigger package fit like that. One more thing I have to do is the flip test, and what that is I'm going to seal the box up, and when you're carrying it around you don't want your beads jumping from compartment to compartment, so we're just going to flip this upside down and shake it a bit and see how well things stay in there. Right, other than my little piece of paper that tells me what type of beads are in that compartment, and it fell back in there anyway. everything stayed separated, so you don't have to worry about your beads when you're traveling. This will do a good job. I think it'll hold even probably seed beads without messing up. It seems like a pretty tight seal when it's closed. So I've stacked everything back up in the bag, and we'll just seal it back up. It feels like fairly sturdy material too, so even if you end up with quite a bit of weight in here, because obviously it's heavier than when we started, it feels like it's going to be pretty sturdy. They do have like the reinforced edges with the piping here, and the zipper seems nice and heavy duty, and it's like a canvas material. And the strap is just your standard woven strap, so I see this holding up for quite a while. Thanks for watching another episode of Nicole Does Stuff, and hopefully see you next time.